Hello guys! Welcome back to our channel. Welcome to our video on colonizing the moon and building a lunar base for future missions. For centuries, the moon has fascinated mankind, and with the recent advancements in space technology, we are getting closer to making it a reality. In this video, we'll explore the potential benefits of colonizing the moon, the challenges that come with it, and the technologies that will be required to make it possible. Why colonize the moon? The moon is the closest celestial body to Earth, and therefore it is an ideal candidate for human colonization. One of the primary benefits of colonizing the moon is its proximity to Earth, which makes it easier to transport people, equipment, and resources back and forth. Additionally, the moon's low gravity makes it an ideal location for scientific research and experimentation. With its barren, lifeless landscape, the moon offers a unique environment for studying the effects of long-term space travel and living in space. Another benefit of colonizing the moon is the potential for resource extraction. The moon is rich in resources such as helium-3, a rare isotope that could potentially be used as a fuel source for nuclear fusion reactors. The moon also contains other valuable resources such as water, which could be used for drinking, agriculture, and the production of rocket fuel. By establishing a permanent human presence on the moon, we could tap into these resources and create a sustainable infrastructure for future space exploration. In addition to its scientific and economic benefits, colonizing the moon could also serve as a backup plan for humanity in the event of a global catastrophe. With the threat of climate change, pandemics, and other potential disasters, it is becoming increasingly important to have a backup plan for the survival of the human race. By establishing a colony on the moon, we could create a self-sustaining ecosystem that could potentially serve as a refuge for humanity in the event of a catastrophic event. Colonizing the moon could also serve as a stepping stone for further exploration of the solar system and beyond. By establishing a permanent human presence on the moon, we could develop the technology and infrastructure necessary for deep space exploration. The moon could serve as a launching pad for manned missions to Mars and other planets in the solar system, and could potentially even serve as a base for interstellar exploration in the future. Of course, colonizing the moon is not without its challenges. The harsh lunar environment presents many obstacles, including radiation exposure, extreme temperatures, and a lack of atmosphere and natural resources. However, with advances in technology and engineering, these challenges can be overcome. Building sustainable habitats and infrastructure on the moon would require innovative solutions and cooperation between various scientific and engineering disciplines. Challenges of building a lunar base. Harsh lunar environment. One of the biggest challenges to building a lunar base is the harsh environment on the moon. The moon's surface experiences extreme temperatures that can vary from 260 degrees Fahrenheit to negative 280 degrees Fahrenheit. This means that the base must be designed to withstand these temperature extremes. In addition, the moon is bombarded by micrometeoroids and solar radiation, which can damage the base and harm the crew. So building a lunar base that can withstand these challenges will be a major undertaking. Launching and transporting materials. Another challenge of building a lunar base is launching and transporting materials. Transporting equipment and materials to the moon is extremely expensive and requires a lot of resources. To build a lunar base, we will need to transport a large amount of building materials, equipment, and supplies. This will require multiple rocket launches, which will increase the cost and complexity of the mission. Maintaining life support systems. Building a lunar base will also require a life support system that can sustain human life. This system must provide air, water, and food to the crew. The crew will also need to dispose of waste and maintain the base's systems. This means that the lunar base must have a self-sufficient life support system that can sustain the crew for extended periods. Human health and safety. Living on the moon will also pose several risks to human health and safety. For instance, living in a low-gravity environment for extended periods can cause bone and muscle loss. The crew will also be exposed to solar radiation and cosmic rays, which can increase their risk of cancer and other health problems. So, building a lunar base that can protect the crew from these risks will be a major challenge. Long-term sustainability. Finally, building a lunar base will require long-term sustainability. The lunar base will need to be designed to operate for extended periods without requiring significant maintenance. This means that the base must be designed to be self-sufficient and have systems that can operate for long periods without breaking down. In addition, the lunar base must be designed to be expandable and scalable to accommodate future missions. Designing the lunar base. The first aspect that needs to be considered when designing a lunar base is its location. The base needs to be located near a stable source of power and water. One potential location is the Shackleton crater, located at the Moon's south pole. This location has the advantage of being in perpetual sunlight, allowing for the use of solar panels to generate power. Additionally, it is believed that the crater contains water ice, which could be used for drinking and as a raw material for rocket fuel. The second aspect to consider is the design of the base itself. Due to the Moon's harsh environment, the base needs to be able to withstand extreme temperature fluctuations, radiation, and micrometeorite impacts. One proposed design is the use of underground lava tubes, which would provide natural protection from these hazards. The base could be built inside the lava tube, which would act as a natural shield against radiation and micrometeorites. Additionally, the stable temperature inside the tube would reduce the need for heating and cooling systems. Another important aspect to consider is the life support system. The base needs to be able to provide oxygen, water, and food for its inhabitants. One potential solution is to use hydroponic gardens to grow crops, which would provide fresh produce for the inhabitants. The base could also use a closed-loop system where waste is recycled to produce oxygen and water. This would reduce the need for regular resupply missions from Earth. Communication is also an important aspect to consider. The lunar base needs to be able to communicate with Earth and other bases. One proposed solution is to use a network of satellites in orbit around the Moon to relay messages between the base and the Earth. Additionally, the base could use radio communication to communicate with other bases and vehicles on the Moon's surface. Finally, the lunar base needs to be able to support scientific research. One potential area of research is the study of the Moon's geology and mineralogy. The Moon contains a wealth of minerals that could be mined and used for construction and other purposes. Additionally, the base could be used as a platform for astronomical observations, as the lack of atmosphere would provide a clear view of the cosmos. Lunar resource utilization. One of the main benefits of a lunar base is the potential for resource utilization. The Moon is rich in a variety of minerals and resources, including helium-3, which could be used as fuel for nuclear fusion reactors. The lunar regolith could also be used as a building material for the base, as well as for the production of oxygen and other useful materials. The future of lunar exploration. The establishment of a lunar base could be a significant step toward the long-term goal of human exploration and colonization of Mars and beyond. It could also lead to new commercial opportunities and scientific discoveries. However, it will require international collaboration and sustained investment in space exploration. Scientific research on the Moon. The Moon is an excellent laboratory for scientific research. The low-gravity environment and lack of atmosphere make it an ideal place to study the formation and evolution of planets in the universe. The Moon also has valuable resources like water, helium-3, and rare Earth elements that can be used for future space exploration and settlements. Several missions are planned to study the Moon's geology, mineralogy, and volatile elements. Commercialization of lunar exploration. In recent years, there has been a growing interest in the commercialization of lunar exploration. Private companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin are working on developing lunar tourism, mining resources, and building settlements on the Moon. The commercialization of lunar exploration can provide new business opportunities, create jobs, and support space exploration and research. Challenges and opportunities in lunar exploration. Lunar exploration faces several challenges like high costs, technical difficulties, and international cooperation. However, the opportunities for lunar exploration are immense. It can provide new scientific knowledge, new technologies, and resources for space exploration and settlement. It can also inspire the next generation of scientists, engineers, and explorers. Colonizing the Moon and building a lunar base for future missions is an exciting prospect that could provide significant benefits to humanity. However, it's not without its challenges, and it will require significant investment and innovative technology to make it possible. With the recent advancements in space technology, the dream of colonizing the moon is becoming a reality, and it's an achievement that would be a testament to humanity's ingenuity and curiosity. Thank you for watching, and we hope you enjoyed this video on colonizing the moon.